Hi, and welcome to the channel The Testing Mania. In this video, we are going to discuss about one of the frequently asked questions in the interviews, that is difference between severity and priority, and along with the real-time examples as well. So before starting the video, I would suggest that you uh, change the mode to 1.25 speed for a better experience. So let's start. Now, the key pointers that we are going to discuss in this particular video will be the difference between severity and priority in very crisp and very brief. Why was the need for severity and priority there in the industry? The different stages of priority and severity and the examples with different PNC, right? So, okay, let's start. The first one is the key difference. Now, if you do not know why priority and severity came into the picture, this might not make a lot of sense for you, but why I'm saying this, so when I tell you the reason behind it, you would be able to correlate it better. So in simple terms, there are n number of definitions on the internet right now, but according to me, severity and priority can be defined in two words very easily. Severity defines the technical impact of a bug, and priority defines the business impact of a bug. Okay, so let's start now. Why was this need of prioritizing the bugs into severity and priority occurred? The reason is that, think of a practical situation. You are testing an application, n number of testers are testing it, n number of developers are there. It's a huge application, which is the real time scenario. So there might be n number of bugs, right? And the developers cannot fix all of the bugs in one day simultaneously. That is not practically possible. So to prioritize that which particular bug has to be picked up first, we came up with the concept of priority and severity. That is, it helps the developers to decide that which bug is to be you know selected first and then should be fixed, right? Because for example, if it's a very minor bug and if it's a major bug, but if the priorities are not assigned, the developer doesn't know, so he or she will pick it up and they will start fixing the minor one first, and the major will be left as it is, right? So as a result of that, it wastes a lot of time. So it is very important to assign priority. And so it's the same that, you have a list of tasks in front of you, and you want to assign the priorities according to your own situation. So that this is the same thing that we do with the bugs. So that is the reason behind the need for priority and severity. And now coming again to the pointer wherein we say that what is the difference between severity and priority. So again, technical impact that a bug is creating on an application is termed as severity. Business impact that a bug is creating on the application is termed as priority. Okay, I hope this is clear. Now, severity and priority have different levels, so it correlates to the same thing, that you have many tasks, right? Now, what is the criticality of the task? How do you decide it? How do you put it? So you define different scales to it, right? So for example, you can have 5 tasks in your routine, and you say that, okay, this is the number one, this is the number two, this is the number three, right? So this same thing we're doing here, that we are assigning the levels to these bugs, which decide the priority and severity, right? So talking about severity, in severity, you have low, minor, major, and critical. As the name suggests, the lowest one has the lowest urgency to solve, and the critical is the most important one. And the same goes with priority, that is high, medium, and low, as the name suggests. Now, a bug will have both severity and priority, because your tasks are just one thing, that, okay, I need to pick this up first. But as far as the bugs are concerned, it will have severity and priority that says that, okay, what is the business impact and what is the technical impact, right? So now we'll understand more the difference between severity and priority with the help of examples. And one of the most common and most famous interview question is that they ask you to simply give the example of high priority, high severity, low priority, and vice versa, all the 4 different combinations that you can make with priority and severity being high and low, right? So I am giving you some examples. Try to understand them, and if you are able to understand them, you will be able to give them good examples as well, right? So the question might be asked, okay, can you give me an example of high priority and low severity? Or the other way, that the situation can be told, and then you are asked to define what will be the priority and severity of this bug. So if you have the concept clear, you'll be able to easily assign that priority and severity. So first of all, we'll talk about high priority, high severity bugs, right? So as you can see on the page right now, there is a screenshot of the HDFC Bank application. Now, the highlighted button is continue. So let's suppose the interviewer tells you that, okay, you know what, this particular continue button is not working. When I put in the customer ID and I click on continue, it is not fetching anything, it is not going to any other page. So what priority and what severity would you assign to this particular bug when you raise it? So since it impacts the business highly and it impacts the application highly, so it will go under high priority, high severity. That is high impact on business as well as high impact on the technical aspect of the application. So that is what high priority and high severity is, right? Then coming to high priority and low severity. So high priority means that uh, what impact is it creating on the business? So high priority means that it is creating a huge impact on the business but lower impact on the technical aspect of the application, right? So high priority will be an example wherein, let's suppose you see the HDFC Bank logo on the screen right now. If that was spelled as HDFB Bank, right, in that case the bug will be high priority, because when people come into on this application, the trust breaks, because it is I mean the logo is incorrect, right? So it creates a very bad impact for the people, that is it the correct website or not, and XYZ. But if you see technically, it's a very minor glitch, right? So that becomes high priority and a low severity bug. Now coming to the third one, which is low priority and high severity. That means that it has a very less impact on the business, but it has a huge impact on the technical aspect. So as you can see on the screen right now, and there is a highlighted portion which is the terms and conditions page, right? So usually we do not have a look at the terms and conditions page, but let's suppose on the terms and conditions page there is a URL to some RBI guideline or something, and when you click on that particular thing, so you're not able to redirect to that web page. Now usually a very less number of people will go and have a look at that particular link, right? But from the technical point of view, if a URL is not working, that is major. So that becomes a low priority and a high severity bug, right? Then the last one is low priority and low severity. That means that you have again a terms and conditions page, and there are 100 pages, and on the 91st page there is a line that says I mean, let's suppose there is a minor spelling mistake on it, and it's not there. I mean, as a user you did not even encounter or you did not even observe, but there is a mistake, there is a bug. But that will not create a lot of impact business wise, because out of 100 people, I think only two or three would go into that page and see it. So that is a low severity and low priority as well, right? So it is not impacting the application a lot, it is not impacting the business a lot. So that makes it a low priority and low severity bug. So these are the different four combinations uh, by which you can assign priority and severity to the bugs, and it depends upon you. So normally the question is asked the other way, that you're given a situation and you're asked to define the priority and severity of the bug. So again, priority pertains to the business aspect of the application, that what intensity the bug is creating on the application business wise, and severity again correlates to the impact that the bug is creating technical wise, right? So I hope this was clear. And if you have any questions, any queries, please feel free to comment. And thank you for watching the video. Stay tuned.